There's a shrine hidden high above your head, a sneaky shortcut to the airport, and a noodle lover's paradise. This time we're down on the southern island of Kyushu. It's time for secrets of Hakata Station. Starting off outside, the first secret is actually all about the name, because you might be wondering why this isn't called Fukuoka Station. If you look for that, you'll find it in Toyama Prefecture on Japan's north coast. Well, the area around the station here has been called Hakata for over 1200 years, but it was only in the late 1800s that the city itself changed name to Fukuoka. Now supposedly local residents got a bit annoyed with this, so the new railway hub was rebranded Hakata Station to keep them happy. So now you know the reason behind generations of confused tourists looking for Fukuoka Station. It was rebuilt back in 2011 to make way for the new Shinkansen line to Nagasaki, and it seems to be modelled after Kyoto Station as being a destination in itself rather than just a place you pass through. And this shines through with the next secret, because we need to head up to the roof, so get along to the elevators at the left side of the building as you face it. When you get to the 10th floor, find the escalators up to Tsubame no Mori Hiroba, or Swallowwood Plaza. This public space has been designed with everyone in mind, including a rest area for anyone to come and chill out in the open air, alongside a miniature railway that makes a small loop of the roof for children to enjoy. Those of you who've ridden the famous Asoboy train in central Kyushu will recognise Kuro-chan, the mascot dog that pops up regularly to quirkify JR's services. Alas, this mini train wasn't running when I visited, but here's how it looks when it's working. Just like on top of Osaka Station, you also find a small farm here growing rice as well as green peppers, aubergines and wild sesame. And not far from here is the surprise of the station, the hidden shrine that you'd never ever think to find here. As you wander around, you'll find just the same things you find at shrines elsewhere. A small garden, soothing running water, carefully designed gravel features, as well as plenty of wooded area. What I really enjoy about this area are the small sculptures, both obvious and hidden, including this swallow sitting on the torii gate. It's enough to make you forget that you're 11 floors above the ground. But rooftops being rooftops, there's also a platform for taking in the panorama of the city below and the surrounding mountains and ocean, with a handy map on hand reminding visitors that they're closer to South Korea than Tokyo. Let's head back down to ground level now for the next secret, which is tucked over on the right in front of the Kite department store. From a distance you wouldn't guess it, but yes, this is a post box. Why is it in the shape of a heart? Well, you'd think this clearly has some Valentine's Day connection, but no, this so-called angel postbox was designed by local artist Nobutaka Nakamura with the concept that the angel will watch over your thoughts as they travel by letter. Cute idea, right? But not quite as cute as the additional third slot included here for children to send their letters without the use of a stepladder. By now you're almost certainly dying for some food, so let's head through the station to the Shinkansen side, turn left and head up the escalators to find secret number 4, Hakata Noodle Street. That's right, just minutes after arriving on your Shinkansen, you can be in culinary heaven. There's a wide selection of noodle dishes here, including the Kyushu specialties of chanpon and sara udon, as well as sukemen. But you should probably try the local favourite, Hakata Ramen. This is made by simmering pork bones for hours to make a distinctive creamy broth. It has relatively thin noodles, which can get mushy if you take your time eating them. Despite originating in this area, the dish is known elsewhere as simply tonkotsu ramen, but for the authentic taste, try one of the restaurants here. It's easy to order thanks to the ticket vending machines, and staff are on hand to help you figure out what you want to try. Though One pro tip, if you're heading here for lunch, try to arrive early since it gets pretty busy with the office workers coming in from around the station. The next secret is one that can save you a bunch of time if you're using the nearby Fukuoka airport. The domestic terminal may be only 6 minutes away by subway, but if you're heading for the international terminal, then you need to take a shuttle bus for 10 minutes. This is pretty crazy since the international terminal is actually closer to the city than the domestic. Anyway, a better way of getting to the airport is simply to head over to the bus station and take the airport limousine directly to the international terminal. This way you'll only need to haul your luggage on and off one bus, and it's way easier than navigating the subway with lots of escalators and walking with cases. But even if you're not off to the airport, the bus terminal part of the station is definitely worth visiting for what's waiting for you up on level 5. Here you'll find an utterly enormous branch of the Daiso, Japan's ubiquitous 100 yen shop. This is a great place to pick up a selection of inexpensive souvenirs, particularly if you're a fan of the nonsense English slogans printed on so many items. The Daiso is also ultra handy as it has so many travel essentials, from sleeping masks to charging cables to wet wipes and sticking plasters. This branch is actually the 7th largest Daiso in all of Japan, but if you want to visit the biggest of all, that's in Funabashi out in Chiba Prefecture. Let's head back out to the front of the station now for the final secret. Look up at the station front and you'll see this magnificent clock. We're going to get behind that clock for the best place to take a break with a view in the whole of the station. Take the same elevator we used before, but this time get off at level 5. Cafe Mutsukado is just a few steps away and hiding behind the face of that giant clock. I particularly like the view here down the long road that leads straight to the port. You're looking directly out of Japan, and it makes me think about just how far away Fukuoka is from places like Osaka or Tokyo. This is a great place to refuel, do some people watching, or just think about where you want to visit next. And if you've enjoyed exploring these secrets today, there are plenty more for you up in this playlist here. See ya!